Don't do property deals with family. That's the message from Verena Quinn, who says she gifted her daughter the family home only to be turfed out and now sleeping in a shipping container.
I feel like I've lost my daughter and my home.
I tried to warn them against it.
We just want to ask you some questions about why you kicked your mum out of her home.
I didn't, she left.
A welcoming doormat sits at the front of Verena Quinn's old home, but that's as far as the pleasantries go.
So you're allowing her to come and pick that up?
She's not allowed on the property.
For 15 years, Verena called this house near Toowoomba home, slowly renovating every room and growing her garden. Verena had been living alone at the house until her daughter, Rachel, moved in.
Well, she'd broken up with her boyfriend and he kept everything she had. So she'd moved out with just a little bit of cutlery and that was about it, and her clothes. I really felt for her.
Verena says she wanted to help her daughter get back on her feet.
It was my idea. I suggested that if she would like to, she could, because she came out with nothing, I'd gift her the house in exchange for lifetime tenancy, and she would support me.
The property title was transferred to Rachel in 2019 for the remainder of what was owing on the mortgage, with a special condition that the pair enter a lease, granting Verena a lifetime tenancy at the house.
And I was there for less than a year before she threw me out.
Now Verena is all but homeless, living in this shipping container in the front yard of her son Caleb's rental home.
I didn't take anything with me. She wanted me to leave immediately, so she has all my possessions as well.
I've always been a bit wary of her, so I didn't think it was a good idea.
Caleb says he tried to warn his mother about signing over the house.
I didn't like the fact that she was giving up the only place she had to live to my sister.
The agreement descended into chaos last October after a fight between Verena and Rachel.
And then she just kept repeating the words, "When are you leaving? When are you leaving?" I was very upset and I called my son and Caleb came up to pick me up. She
did say, don't ever bring her back here again. I told her, how is she supposed to get her stuff? She said, that's not my problem.
Rachel allowed Caleb back the next day to collect some of Verena's belongings. That's when he filmed this video showing what he wasn't able to take from the property.
She has family photos. She has all my electronics, white goods, furniture, all my prepping supplies, all my tools.
But when we approached Rachel, she had a different take on the situation.
She said that you told her to leave and to never come back, and she wasn't allowed to collect any of her belongings.
That's not true. She took all my stuff.
Well, she says all her stuff is inside that house.
No, it's not.
So
she's got all my stuff. Everything is at her place.
Something Verena denies.
So, Verena, this is some of the stuff here that you were able to get out of your old home?
Yes, this is all that my son was able to get out for me.
Hard to store much more in this small space.
So this is home?
This is home.
What's it like living in a shipping container?
A far cry from what I'm used to. It's very claustrophobic.
Are you happy for her to come and collect her stuff?
My solicitor has sent emails to her solicitor requesting that she come and pick up her stuff.
So she does have stuff at the house then?
The stuff that she's left in the backyard, yes.
So you're allowing her to come and pick that up?
She's not allowed on the property.
But then this change of tune.
Do you feel bad about the fact that your mum's living in a shipping container now?
Yes, I do. And the home is open to her whenever she wants to come home.
I don't think she has a conscience. I mean, who would do this to their own family? It's so wrong.
Everything was done above board. I did everything she ever asked me to do. Everything.
Except you kicked her out when there was meant to be a lifetime tenancy.
I didn't kick her out. I'm the victim here. I'm sorry. This is all wrong.
Most solicitors will say, don't. Don't do property deals within your family.
Property law expert Tim O'Dwyer says if you must enter into a deal with family, make sure you have separate lawyers.
Don't use the family solicitor to do it for everyone.
And if things go pear-shaped, always try a mediator first before a costly court process.
If you want the property, you might lose your family. It might be better to lose the property and keep the family.
I think the relationship is destroyed. But I would like my possessions returned to me.
Verena says she's had no option but to now file a civil claim in the district court, something the former child safety officer and justice of the peace never thought she'd have to do against her own family.
It feels wrong. It's just not something I ever saw myself doing. To me, family is family. They protect each other. But in this case, she betrayed me.
You know, give her stuff back and give her back the equity that was in the house in the first place.